Okay, today we are solving systems by substitution. We're finding the point where two lines cross each other. So you're going to get two equations and we're going to find the point or the x and the y where the 2 points cross each other. Okay, solve the system of equations by substitution. So what substitution means is that I'm going to change either the x or the y to be something else. Well, here they tell us that x is equal to -5. So in this top one, I'm going to rewrite it, but I'm going to put parentheses where the x is. They told me that x is -5. Okay, so now I have -10 minus y equals 1. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. And I get -y equals 11. Then I have to divide by -1 because I don't want -y. I want y. Y equals -11. So for my answer, I need an x. Well, they told me that x was -5. That one was already done for me. And I need a y. So the point -5, -11 is where these two lines cross each other. 2x minus y equals 1. X is equal to -3y plus 11. So I'm going to rewrite this top equation, but instead of writing x, I'm going to put in -3y plus 11. So I'm going to write my 2. I'm going to leave some parentheses for what x is equal to. And then it's minus y equals 1. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite x as -3y plus 11. Right, so I'm going to distribute the 2. So 2 times -3 gives me -6y. 2 times 11 is 22. Minus y equals 1. I'm going to combine my like terms. -6 minus 1 is -7y plus 22 equals 1. I'm going to subtract 22 from both sides. That's ugly. Okay, and then I'm left with -7y equals -21. Divide by -7 and you get y is 3. So now I need to make my point. I know that y is 3. X is equal to -3 times whatever y is plus 11. -9 plus 11 or 2. So my answer to this one is 2, 3. Okay, next problem. So now they give me an equation where y is equal to something. So everywhere where I see y, I'm going to plug in x minus 6. So I have 2x plus 3. I'm going to leave parentheses for y because I'm going to substitute it with something else. Okay. And I'm going to substitute it with x minus 6. That 3 is going to need to get distributed. 2x plus 3x minus 18 equals -13. We're going to combine like terms. 5x minus 18 equals negative 13. Add 18 to both sides. We get 5x equals 5. And divide both sides by 5, and you get x is equal to 1. Okay, so in our answer, x is 1. So now I have to find y. Well, y is equal to whatever x is minus 6. So that's negative 5. So our answer to this one is 1, negative 5. Okay. 2x plus 8y equals 4, and x equals 7 minus 4y. So I'm going to take whatever x is equal to and replace it for x in that first equation. So 2 times 7 minus 4y plus 8y equals 4. So 14 minus 8y plus 8y equals 4. When I combine like terms, negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Those actually cancel, and I get 14 equals 4. 14 equals 4 isn't true, so the answer to this one is no solution. When something is no solution, it means that the lines never cross each other. They're parallel lines. They never cross each other. That's why this is no solution. Okay. 2x minus y equals 16. 3x plus y equals 24. So now none of them are solved for y, so we have to do that. So we're going to solve this bottom one for y. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides, and I get that y is equal to negative 3x plus 24. So now I have something to replace y with in the top. 2x minus negative 3x plus 24 equals 16. So 2x plus 3x minus 24 equals 16. 2x plus 3x is 5x minus 24 equals 16. Add 24 to both sides. 5x equals 40. X equals 8. Okay, so the x part is 8. Well, y is equal to negative 3 times x plus 24. So negative 24 plus 24 is 0. Okay, again, this one we don't have an x or a y solved, so we have to pick one and solve for it. So in this equation, I'm going to just subtract y from both sides. So I get that x is equal to negative y plus 1. And then everywhere that I see x in the top, I'm going to plug that in. So 7 times negative y plus 1 plus 8y equals 6. This would be negative 7y plus 7 plus 8y equals 6. We're going to combine like terms. We get y plus 7 equals 6 subtract 7, y equals -1. So now we've got the y part of our answer, which is -1. Okay. To get x, we're going to plug in for y. So -1 plus 1. So this turns into 1 plus 1, or 2. Okay. Luckily in this one, they've solved for y for us already. So we're just going to plug that in for y. 3x plus 5 minus 3x equals 5. So we're going to combine like terms here, and that becomes 0. And then we get 5 equals 5. When we get something like this, where we have no variables and it's a number equaling a number, it's all solutions. And you might see something like infinite solutions. Okay, and what this means is that it's the same line. That's why it's all solutions, because if you graphed both of these lines, you would get the same thing right on top of it. It's the same line. That x is equal to something. So we're going to plug that in. We're going to get 3 times 3y minus 10 plus 2y equals 3. 9y minus 30 plus 2y equals 3. 11y plus 30 equals, minus 30 equals 3. 11y equals 33. Y equals 3. So the y part of our answer is 3. The x part of our answer is 3 times 3 minus 10, which is 9 minus 10, which is -1. Okay. So in this one, we don't have anything solved for one of the variables, but we can take the top one and add 5 to both sides, and then it will be solved. So the top one will become y equals 5 minus 3x, and that's going to get plugged in for y. So we get 7x plus 3 times 5 minus 3x equals 7. So 7x plus 15 minus 9x equals 7. So I'm going to combine like terms. I get -2x. I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides, and I get -8. X is equal to 4. Okay. Y is going to be equal to 5 minus 3 times 4, or 5 minus 12, which is -7. Okay, so you're going to rearrange one of your equations so it says x equals or y equals. You're going to substitute the letter that was solved for. You solve the equation, you get the one letter, you solve the equation for the other letter, and then your answer is an ordered pair, infinite solutions, or no solutions.